Should I call? I'm gonna call him directly. Call Connor right now. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, this is Nino.
Hello.
Well, I'm can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm seeing you've been kind of in the last 2 weeks, so I want to understand what the issue was.
Stole the election from Osvaldo.
Could you explain that?
Russian bots hacked into the electoral system and manipulated the votes.
Oh, and you wanted Osvaldo to win.
Yes.
And why is that?
Right, he's a good guy, he deserves it.
Okay. Why does he deserve it?
Good guy, you know, he always runs for what he believes in. He just wants to help people. He's not interested in financial gain or status.
All right. And what makes you think I'm interested in either of those things?
Well, he's also my friend, you know. I want him to win for that reason.
Gotcha. But see, I'm calling about the shit posting. What's that about?
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, do you have any concerns I want to be considerate of?
What do you mean concerns?
Well, concerns.
What kind of laws would I be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, you're a citizen, right?
Am I considered a citizen from a violent felon?
Yes.
Okay, I am.
Yeah, citizens have no... You're a citizen regardless of who you are, unless you work for the government.
Oh, and then you're a government official.
Correct. Which is why you can vote.
Well, I mean, if I had laws or some shit... I mean, I've said this for fucking ages now. I've actually said this since, like, 5-6 months ago. I think felons should be... I mean, this is going against me, but I still think it's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I think felons should be restricted on what they can and can't do. As in, I'm a felon. I don't think I should be trusted by companies to work their highest positions, you know. I don't see why a company would want a violent felon being that high up in the board. I also don't think felons should operate businesses and such, because, I mean, why would you give the felon that right?
So you want felons not to have the opportunity to own a business?
And also be high up within businesses.
Okay. So you want to ban felons from being able to work anywhere?
Oh, no, they can work places. I just don't think, you know, they should be high up.
Well, how are they going to work places if they're not hired? What could you explain that?
No, high up, like, they should be able to work places, but just not in a high position.
Oh, higher.
Yeah, like a higher position, like up the chain. Yeah.
Okay. Isn't that something that should be decided by the business owner? You're saying business owners should be prevented?
Well, most of the businesses are run by the state, so therefore it still would be a state issue.
There's more. Okay, so you're saying that. Okay. Well, what positions in the state? Like what positions in the state hire felons in high positions? I'm assuming you mean like personally owned businesses.
Oh, I mean both. I mean, like, well, all of the businesses.
Well, is there any state businesses that hire felons at high positions?
Yeah.
Like what?
What's it called? What's that fucking called again? The Graham, like those big truck drivers. That's a higher up position, and they allow felons to carry what? Like hundreds of thousands of cargo. Dude, I know I wouldn't trust myself to fucking drive one of those without stealing out the back.
So you're saying, yeah, but you get fired if you do. If you steal grime boxes, you get fired from grime.
Is that so? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. That's been the case for the last 6 months.
You tried it?
Have I tried it? No.
You never skimmed something off the top, you know, just a little keep that in my pocket, you know.
Okay. So you're against felons owning businesses.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you're and
I
why is that?
because
You don't think that's against the Constitution?
no, I think it's because those felons are going to use all of that money to just fund all of their activities.
So why don't we just like execute felons then?
Oh no, they can still live. They should just not have that right.
Okay. You don't think that's a little socialist?
No,
That's kind of socialism.
I don't think it's socialism.
Okay, why is that?
Well, how is it socialism?
Because the government is dictating where you can and cannot live based on your class.
Okay, but some of your rights are already forfeit due to becoming a violent felon.
Wait, say that again?
Aren't some of your rights already forfeit when you become a violent felon, though?
Could you say
But
that
you-
again,
you-
but
you're
just
already-
like a little slower?
Aren't some of your rights already taken when you become a violent felon, such as like
Yeah, it's
you can't work
temporarily
P6
taken.
anymore? You're still not allowed to work there.
Right, but your rights are only taken temporarily.
If it's that much of an issue, people could go through the expungement process.
Well, yeah, but why take it away to begin with? You need justification for that.
The justification would be
I'm trying to understand that.
violent.
Like, I am considering this, right? But for me to consider it, I gotta like understand the logic behind it. So,
The logic behind what exactly?
well, the preventing felons from owning businesses.
Well, people are just going to use all of the money they funnel through to do organized crime. That's generally what's going to happen.
So every single felon's gonna push it towards organized crime. So we should prevent. Yeah, but shouldn't then we prevent their opportunity for working anywhere?
Because owning a business is much more substantial than working.
Well, let me give you an example, right? So, okay, if I agree to the logic that you are applying, then fundamentally, they should be banned from fishing. Fishing is the highest paid job in Los Santos.
Okay, do you not think a business would rack in way more money than, say, fishing?
It objectively doesn't.
Well, who owns a business?
Objectively, fishing makes the most amount of money in Los Santos right now.
Well, does anyone own a high-functioning business to argue against that, though?
Yeah, there's
plenty of that's currently the case.
It's currently the case
I would
that
say
fishing
the people
is the highest. You're saying theoretically a business could have more?
I would say the people who own the food court, those stalls, that rent those stalls, make way more than fishing.
They don't. The business makes a lot, but individually they don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, the owner decides how much they pay people. So, I mean, that in itself is kind of a workers' right violation.
It's a rights violation?
A worker right violation.
What is?
The food stalls, you know, some people get, like, the owner decides how much they pay, but there's no minimum wage for them.
Do you think there should be a minimum wage?
For the food stalls? I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay. Yep. All right. I'm going to note that. But going back to my point.
Oh, God damn it.
This is a great combo.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. So going back to what I was saying is, you're saying that felons should not own businesses because it's going to make them a lot of money and they're going to push it towards organized crime. And I'm saying based on that, should felons be prevented from fishing because it is objectively the most money-making job in Los Santos? And furthermore, you get guns out of fishing.
Wait, how do you get guns out of fishing?
You're telling me you don't know about the guns in the fucking little treasure boxes?
Oh.
Well, yeah, there's guns in there.
Well, I mean, technically, someone could just go down to the scuba tank and pick those up. Like that's not inherently a fishing issue. Then
you could also rob a bank.
By the way, what's robbing a bank got to do with fishing?
What? No, your logic is that originally was, well, felons shouldn't be able to do X, Y, and Z because they're going to use that for funding organized crime. And so I brought up fishing, which is the highest per capita job in the city. Should they be banned from that? You said no. And I said, well, there's also, there's literally illegal activity associated with it. And you're kind of saying, well, that doesn't count.
Well, there's nothing you can do about a treasure chest at the bottom of the ocean. You could go down with a scuba tank and search a chest, you know?
Okay.
That's not inherently a fishing thing.
Well, it is, technically.
Okay, does the person who hires you, like, your boss when you fish,
Yeah.
do they know about these chests? Do they ask you for these chests?
Yes. They do
So-
know about them.
Okay, so they ask for them, and that's how they pay you. Your boss will pay you for giving him a chest, and then so he's actively getting illegal things and paying you for them.
He also gives you rods that allow you to attach illegal hooks to it.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is tie the hook to the line.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that could be done regardless of.
How is this
the
any
rod.
different than the police overseeing who is using illicit funds and siphoning it towards something else? Because just as you could use a business in order to fund your criminal organization, you could also say the same for fishing.
Well, you could say that about literally anything. Then you could say, "Oh, if
Yeah,
I
you
beg
can,
on the streets,
exactly.
I'm putting that."
That's
Okay,
the
but
point.
the issue is
That's the
how
point.
much money you would be generating from that business would be funding an extreme amount of organized crime. But it's
Do you have
but
an
it's
example of a
fishing.
business making more money than fishing right now?
Well, the food stalls make a fuck ton of money, but I don't know if you would consider them a legitimate business or not
they
because they're
don't,
rented
though.
stalls.
The only reason that people think that food stalls make a lot of money is because they're looking at the total amount of money that it's producing. They're not considering the amount of money it takes to get the ingredients and pay the workers, when fundamentally fishing was paying $15,000 to $20,000 an hour. And even if it was paying $10K, that's a little closer to how much those food stall owners are making.
I mean, I've fished before. I was making nowhere near that amount of money.
Well, you had to do it right.
You are don't need to go over
I-
there. I'll talk to him.
Well, I put my rod in the water and I caught fish.
Well, yeah, but fishing's not that straightforward. It depends on what you're using, where you're fishing, what kind of hook you're using, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't just automatically stop making that money.
I could really go for a latte right now. You said it.
It kind of does because I was, let's just say those quote unquote illegal hooks and such. I was using all the salts.
What kind of rod were you using?
The fucking stealthy one.
You're not wrong.
The what?
I really don't remember the name of this. It's the really big one, and I had a big sinker to go to the bottom of the
Yeah.
sea.
Hey, watch it,
Well,
man.
I can tell you for sure it was making $15,000 to $20,000
I'm tripping.
an hour.
I mean,
There's something
Impossible.
noble about growing
Yeah.
your
but I don't think
even
that's.
if
I
it
think
was
that's maybe
10K.
for the. I think that's maybe for the true fishers who are really, really fishing.
Yeah.
But why do you think felons should own businesses? Or
Why-
violent felons, at least.
Why would you prevent citizens of Los Santos to be prevented from having opportunities? Where are you from originally?
The UK.
Okay. And do they prevent felons from owning businesses in the UK?
The way the law works
The
over
answer
there
is
isn't
no.
determined by misdemeanors and felonies.
Correct. But you are not prevented from owning a business in the UK if you're a felon.
I wouldn't know. I moved away from that shithole, man.
I got you. So why turn Los Santos into a shithole?
What do you mean? Didn't you just say they don't restrict felons? Or
Yes, but
violent criminals?
restricting citizens of a state, county, country from being able to seek opportunity is inherently going in the direction of creating a shithole. I mean, you're effectively saying, please let us be like China.
I didn't say that about China.
Well, okay, so China is a communist nation that
Oh, I know about China.
classifies individuals, and their classification largely dictates their opportunities in life. And preventing a felon. So let me put it this way: you commit a felony, you go racing, you evade the cops. Now you're not able to run a business. Why?
Well, I mean, that's
I'm
inherently against
why would you
violent
put
felons.
them? You never said violent felon. But okay.
Well, yeah, maybe I should
violent
have
felon.
specified that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a large difference between a felon and a violent felon. Okay.
Yeah, I should have specified. That's
if
my
you
bad.
clock someone and you assault them, all right, you're saying that individual should be prevented from owning a business.
Yeah.
If someone punches someone, okay, so they spend their time in prison. Why should they suffer when they get out? Why should they be prevented from being given an opportunity to turn their life around?
It's also one of my big reasons behind it as well is, let's be honest, if you're a clean individual in this place, like, you ain't got nothing going for you at all. When everybody who is...
What do you mean?
No, you don't.
What do you mean you have nothing going for you? You're not going to jail.
What do you benefit from... Okay, with the current state of the PD, with how much officers they have and such, no one goes to jail. Even if people be committing crimes.
Okay.
Okay, so right now, what is what does someone illegal benefit from being legal? Like, what did they benefit by doing that, you know?
So you're saying
they literally have zero benefit. Like, criminals have the same rights as every single person who has a squeaky clean record. I could commit terrorism. When I get out of jail, people would, or the law would see me in the same eyes as, I don't know, a lawyer perhaps. Do you think that's kind of skewed?
Okay, so you're saying that because felons can have can you summarize your argument in a sentence? Because I don't think you kind of have a cohesive thought there.
Okay, someone could commit insane criminal acts. Say they kill multiple people. Once they're out of prison, they're seen in the eyes of the law the same as someone who, I don't know, is a lawyer or something. Someone who's squeaky clean and works for the community.
Okay, but that's not true.
But it is.
It's not.
Because they have the same rights.
I could list it if you want.
They have the same, okay, well, the only thing they can't do is be hired by D6.
They can't own a weapon. They can't become a doctor. They cannot become a lawyer. They cannot become an officer. They cannot become a judge. They also are open to those records being used for getting raided, for getting subpoenaed. They also can be used for reasonable suspicion for detainment, depending on the crime, if they are seen with XYZ individuals due to their affiliations. I mean, you're talking
a lot of
about
the things you
monetary.
listed were government positions.
Okay.
Which is, I mean...
So, but what are you saying?
No
like,
shit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going off the logic you're saying. You're saying that there's no extra
They're seen
opportunities.
in the eyes of the law, not they have the opportunities to, be a part of the law or shit like that. They're still subject to the same, like, there's no more scrutiny towards them than there would be someone who's clean.
So you're saying civilians should have more being a clean civilian should come with more benefits. So therefore, to produce those benefits, we should take away rights from felons, violent felons.
Yeah.
Why not create more opportunity for citizens or clean civilians instead?
I mean, you could do that as well, either or.
Okay.
But what would you do for that?
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, instead.
Okay, so why not? Why not?
What we got
Why
over
not
here,
go
man?
from-
What we
Wait,
got
shit.
over
Hey,
here?
that's the mayor. That's the. Hey,
that's
yo,
the
chilling.
mayor.
Hey, what's
Yo,
going
hold
on, gentlemen?
Hey, run them
Hey,
up, man.
guy.
Run them up, man.
No, hold on. Hey,
Oh,
that's the. Hey, we ain't rubbing the mayor, dog. Hold on.
discriminate over here.
big
What's going on,
dog.
forehead? How you doing?
Nah, chill. Don't rub with the mayor, dog. Don't rub with the mayor, dog. That's my dog. You see what I'm saying? Hey, this is my
McGregor, give me a
number one
second. I'm
dog
having
right
a
here, you know what I mean?
conversation with the best.
Damn.
I can.
Yeah.
I gotta
Hey,
go talk to
see,
someone
that's
anyway.
just on their hard
Yeah.
for. Do you see why you?
Let me